Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Tim, and this is Tim the Trailman. Today I got a special review for you on a Lasfit product that they just released. It is their brand new rock light kit. So I'm gonna go over a couple of the specs with you and then show you what's in the box. And a fun thing about these lights is they are a white light and an amber light built into one depending on how you flip the switch. Okay, so for some of the specs, if you have the amber light on, it is gonna be 300 lumens per light, and if you have the white light on, that's going to be 500 lumens per light. So for all four lights combined, that's going to be 1200 lumens of output for the amber and 2000 lumens of light for the white. The amber color is a 2000 Kelvin. That's going to be mostly amber with a hint of yellow, and the white light is a 6000 Kelvin, which is going to be a mostly white with a hint of blue and the light for your ultimate brightness. All of the lights are rated IP68, so that's going to be a high water resistance and dust resistance for the kit and the lights themselves. What I found most interesting on the specs is for the operating temperature. They are rated from negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit to a positive 185 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is a great range for all the rock lights. If you live anywhere that won't work, I'm so sorry you live there. Okay, so let's get into the box and see what comes in the kit. The first thing is going to be the rock lights you see themselves. They're individually wrapped. And for them, two of them will have a shorter lead on them for the front of the vehicle, and two of them are going to have a longer lead for the back of the vehicle. You'll also see the main harness comes with the rocker switch already pre-wired, and then out of the controller goes the four leads to the lights themselves. The wiring harness will also have the positive and negative leads to connect to the battery, and it is fused on the positive side. One of the first things that caught my eye when I was inspecting the main harness was there was actually 8 leads on the harness. So I reached out to Lasfit because this is a new kit, so I couldn't find any information on the website at this time. And I said, hey, is this going to be an 8 kit option in the future? And according to them, they said yes. Right now it's just a 4 light kit, but they do plan on offering an 8 light kit in the future. And I look forward to getting my hands on 4 extra lights for extra brightness below the 4runner. Other included hardware in the kit is going to be zip ties to help run the wires down the frame and keep them out of areas that are rotating. There's also hardware in the kit, and then there's these rubber mounts that are in the kit. It looks like if you're going to mount them to like a rail buggy or something because they're curved on one side. I'm not going to be using them on the 4runner for this install. Okay, so from the specs and everything that's in the box, what are your initial thoughts on the kit so far? I'm going to run over and install these on the 4runner, and then we'll take it outside and look at it at night and see what the amber and the white output looks like. So I'll be right back. Okay everyone, it's the next day. I ran out of time last night to get everything fixed, and let me tell you one of the problems that I ran into. I actually did need to use those rubber blocks. What I found out is when I went to attach the light to the body of the car, the wiring harness wouldn't allow it to mount flush, and those rubber blocks had reliefs in them so they could mount. So when I went to use the blocks, then the bolts that Lasfit provided, they're an M4 by about 25 millimeters long, and the rubber block didn't allow enough threads to push through on the body to get the washer and nut on the backside. So what I did is just left the rubber blocks out last night so then I could roll the car outside to get footage we're going to look at here in a second. And then this morning I went and got longer bolts, so I did get an M4 by 35 millimeter bolt. That gives me tons of excess on the backside of the body to allow to have the light, then the rubber block and the bolt sticking through. It's not a flush mount like with the Allen head, it's a Phillips screw, but it's going to do the job and hold them in there securely. I bolted them all up this morning and then finished running the harnesses up to the front of the car. Also, on the right rear, the wiring lead seems a little short. The lead is the same length for 2 of them, and then the main harness where the junction block is, that has some extra wire where you can move that around, but I wanted to keep it mostly up by the firewall and the master cylinder where all the other wires are going to be housed for all my other accessories and not have that run down somewhere else. So I wish that Lasfit made that lead a little bit longer for the rear. This is a 4runner, so it's a mid-size vehicle. I could only imagine on a full-size vehicle what other complications could be with the harness. Here's the videos from last night. I apologize about the graininess of the video. They are both in amber and in white. As we walk around, you can see that it's lighting up really nicely and that the glow is much brighter on the white, of course, because that's 500 lumens per rock light, and then the amber is 300 lumens per rock light. I think they both look good. I don't know which one I'll run more often, but I think just sitting still in a parking lot or going down a trail is going to look phenomenal. Don't use these rock lights on the road, of course. I'm personally not a fan when people do that, so I'm not going to do that. This is just going to be for off-road use or parking lots at meets. If you have any feedback on installing any rock lights, whether it's another brand or the Lasfit, or you look to purchase them, let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the end results here. I'd like to give a shout out to my patrons over on patreon.com/Tim the Trailman. This channel exists with their support, and if you'd like to join the growing community and support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/TimTheTrailman. If you'd like to see more content like this, hit that like button, the subscribe button, and as always, thank you for watching.